Hey guys, James Wolf here, and today is another episode of Nancy Drew, the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Yes, I believe that's the name of it. And I titled this. The title of this was Voiced 1. Just made breakfast, and then shit tons of other stuff I can't see because apparently it doesn't condense it down. So what the fuck I'm doing?
Stop! You cannot pass until you have proven yourself in battle!
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
You win! Go before the Snow Princess decides to seek revenge!
Oh, sweetie, you wouldn't be able to do shit to me. Just play that way. I finished dinner about 2 hours ago. Maybe.
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it.
And so the plate is still sitting on my desk because my laptop is deciding to be an ass, and I.
Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked everything, including the fishing gear. So much for catching a 2-foot northern pike. Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number.
Yes, it's also an imaginary phone number. Because anything with the middle numbers 555 means fucking fake. I don't have my phone with me, by the way. It's sitting over on a table.
It is really, really cold out here.
I'm really, really hoping Frankie doesn't require that I. Thank you.
Much better. I was really cold.
2 a.m.
Somebody left me a note.
Nancy Drew. Nancy, I really like playing snowball fights with you, but I'm afraid you won't want to play with me anymore. If you play with me and win, I'll give you my top secret way I could stay out in the cold for so long. Freddy. Oh, it's Freddy, not Frankie. I'm sorry. My sister's named Frankie, so it's kind of like...
Halt! The battle for the kingdom of the Snow Princess begins! You win! Here you go! Whenever you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat. It only works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Basically, a handlebar thing.
Much better. I was really cold.
Yeah, we kind of get that, Nancy. Let's go make phone calls. Because why the fuck not? By the way, I did that without looking. I was staring at the screen and because I've learned the numpad to this point.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again.
Yes?
Do you need some kind of permit to hunt wolves around here?
No, ma'am.
You mean Ollie Randall can go after that white wolf that's been hanging around outside the lodge and just shoot it?
Yes, ma'am. It's always open season on wolves out here. You can kill as many of them as you want.
Somehow that doesn't seem right.
Well, the animals wolves go after don't have a problem with it, I can guarantee you that.
One of the guests at the hotel, Yanni Volkstaya, he says someone threw a bomb at him while he was out skiing.
Well, did he see who it was?
He didn't see anything except the explosion, which apparently went off right next to him.
Was he hurt?
No,
Why are you telling me this instead of him?
because he's a cross-country skiing champion and he's convinced it was one of his competitors. Apparently the governments of the people he's beaten are as ruthless as they are sore losers.
So what do you want me to do?
I just thought you should know that his life may be in danger.
Well, if this Yanni guy wasn't concerned enough to call us, I don't see what good we can do. Life's too short, we're too understaffed, and it's just too darn cold to go traipsing around out there for nothing.
Thanks for your help.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. I've learned the numpad by this point, so I can just look at the number and type it in.
You have reached Pinevale Hospital. All our doctors and nurses are busy right now. Please try again later. Thank you.
Of course. That was weird. It's quite weird.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
The fuck? I call just to go, hey, Chantal, I'm okay, I'm not dead. And you're like, you know who's behind the accident? The fuck? I would open with that shit. I wouldn't go, hey, Chantal. I'd go, hey, Chantal, I know who the fuck it is.
Nothing else to report.
Remember,
Damn it.
I expect you to consult with Tino on this case. Two heads are always better than one, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kinda charming.
Oh, fuck.
Do you know what he did when we were on that train trip Laurie Gerard arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge.
No!
In fact, I insist that if and when you're stumped about something, you ask Tino to help you out.
No!
That's what I'm paying him for. Agreed?
Agreed.
No.
Keep me posted.
No, I'm calling you back, motherfucker. Get the fuck back here.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal.
Nancy! Listen, before I forget, Ollie called and said that one of the guests, that Bill guy.
Bill Kessler.
Kessler, right. Apparently he's been agitating for someone to compete against him in some kind of ice fishing contest.
I know. He asked me and I said I would.
Good, because as I said before, you and Ollie are to keep what few guests we have at the lodge happy. If they want you to go ice fishing, I want you to go ice fishing. So, what else is going on?
I'd like to know more about the accidents. I asked Ollie, but he said you said he wasn't allowed to talk about them.
I didn't mean he couldn't talk about them with you. Ugh. I'll give him a call. As for the accidents, the first thing that happened was the worst. The Faringdale family and Becky the cook all came down with food poisoning and had to be hospitalized.
Jesus.
Somehow, the potato salad got contaminated, although Becky swears it wasn't because of anything she did. I cannot tell you how awful it was. All 5 people became violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the lodge. Poor Elsa was cleaning for days. And the odor? Oh my gosh. Anyway. Then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut. And then... Oh yeah, and then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes when gas started leaking into the sauna.
But the only incidents that you can be sure were sabotage were the tires, the phone wires, and the explosion in the bunkhouse?
I'm not sure about anything. That's why you're there, to sort everything out before something else happens.
How come the entries for last year were deleted from the guest register?
They've been deleted?
That's what the computer says. Contents deleted.
Well, I didn't delete them. Freddie.
Why would she delete something on your computer?
You know how kids are these days. Always hacking into computers, programming them to spread viruses and steal passwords and blow up the world.
I think that's only in movies. Besides, pretty much all this person had to do was press the delete key.
I still say it was Freddy. Last week, I called that Snow Princess game she's always playing idiotic. I think it hurt her feelings. But she'd just gotten done plastering me with snowballs. What'd she expect me to say? That felt great. Do it again?
No, but at the same time, you gotta be gentle with kids. No matter how young. Well, to a certain point. 14, you can stop babying them. But it's like... or 13, I'm sorry. 13. But it's like... She's a little kid. Humor her, you cold, heartless bitch.
Is it true that you promised Ollie a raise, but you haven't given it to him yet?
He told you that? I can't believe it.
Meaning...
Okay, I mentioned to Ollie once that I thought he maybe deserved a raise, and now every time I turn around, he's all like, "Where's the raise you promised me? Where's the raise you promised me?" Doesn't he realize I have a few other things to think about right now? I swear, sometimes that crabby little whiner drives me nuts.
The guests that are in the lodge now, did any of them stay here last year?
Let's see. Lou Talbot stayed here last summer, but only very briefly. His car had broken down and he was waiting for a tow truck. Oh, and Yanni, he was here last winter. He and his trainer, they were checking out places to train. They didn't stay long either.
Nothing else to report.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website, it would be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good. Talk to you soon.
This is the one I've been dreading. I'm letting you know now I'm removing my earbuds. Earbuds are removed.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
That does it for now.
Always a pleasure.
I'm sorry, I can't stand his voice anymore. It's gotten to the point where I get migraines from hearing it. Northern Pike. It's that one, okay.
Hey, little Miss Fisherman. What can I do for you?
I hate to tell you this, but someone wrecked all the fishing gear that was in the fishing shack.
Yeah.
What? You're kidding. So my gear's ruined?
Completely. So much for our little fishing contest.
Wait a minute. Ollie ice fishes. Go ask him for a hook and line, and don't take no for an answer.
I'd better get going.
Glad you dropped by. Hey, little Miss Fisherman. What can I do for you?
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
See you later.
What's up?
Is this your first time at the lodge?
Yep. My car broke down on my way to Lake Louise last summer. Pulled in here to wait for the tow truck and figured it'd be a cool place to visit during the winter, so here I am.
So, you like to snowshoe?
I like doing stuff outside. Snowshoeing's about all I can afford.
Is it a hard sport to learn?
You don't learn how to snowshoe. If you need to get through snow that's too deep to walk through, you slap on some snowshoes and you just do it.
Do you ever see anyone else when you're out there snowshoeing?
I see that Yanni guy sometimes. I'll be plodding along and he'll go zooming by. Those skis of his are like rockets, man. He's all like zippy zoom.
I don't think I've ever heard the term zippy zoom. And if I hear it again, I'm gonna just facepalm so hard.
Do you ever hear explosions?
Yeah, and they freak me out. It doesn't take a very big sound to trigger an avalanche. And when you're out there by yourself, nothing will ruin your day faster than a couple of tons of snow roaring your way at 100 miles an hour.
Tell me about it. What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
I think they're kind of cool. Accidents make life colorful, you know?
You wouldn't be saying that if you were the one who'd slipped on those ice-covered stairs or eaten that bad potato salad or had those 4 flat tires.
Hey, I had that broken window.
Broken window?
I went snowshoeing on like the 3rd day I was here, and when I got back, The window in my room was broken. Glass was all over the place.
Was anything missing from your room?
Nah, it wasn't a burglary. It was like the window just decided to break. I mean, there was no rock on the floor, no bullet, no nothing.
It was the wolf. Tried to jump up into your room, but didn't quite make it.
That's bogus, dude. My room's on the 2nd floor, and besides, wolves don't do stuff like that.
Hey, that wolf does a lot of stuff wolves aren't supposed to do. That's why it needs to be hunted down.
It's just doing its thing, man. Get off its case. Anyway, my window broke and nobody knows why. Pretty awesome, huh?
I clicked I'll catch you later.
I'll catch you later.
Happy trails.
I'm glad for the chance to talk once again. There is something I must explain.
There is?
What I said before about wolves. It is because my grandmother was killed by wolves. Killed and devoured.
Are you serious?
Years ago, when my mother was a little girl, her mother, my grandmother, was on her way back from the village on her motor scooter, which was and still is the only means of transportation most Fredonians can afford. It was January, and the sun had just set, and it was dark, very cold. There were thousands of wolves in the countryside that winter. At night they would roam in huge, hungry packs. My grandmother was halfway home when she came upon a young man waving from the side of the road for her to stop. He too had been on a scooter, but his had broken down, and wolves were gathering all around him, preparing to attack. My grandmother, of course, stopped, and he leapt on behind her, and they took off down the road with the wolves, dozens of them, chasing after them. But with 2 people riding it, her scooter was slow, much too slow, and the wolves soon caught up with them. And when one of the wolves seized my grandmother's boot in its teeth and started to pull, instead of helping her, the man pushed her off the bike. It instantly gained speed and he got away. My grandmother, set upon by the wolves, did not.
First of all, dick move, because it's not your scooter, it's hers. And second off, the minute I realized it was too fucking slow, I would have shoved his ass off faster and just gone, bye, bitch, as I sped away. I'm getting home. You ain't. It's my scooter, not yours.
If she died, how do you know that's what happened?
Tormented by guilt, the young man eventually confessed. He went to prison for several years, and the wolves were hunted year-round until the countryside was rid of them. But the damage was done. And so, I'm happy to talk to you about any subject except wolves. About them, I have nothing to say.
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
I'm sorry, but no.
Oh, well, so much for that. Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Yes,
We'll
thank you
talk
very much.
again, I'm sure.
Yes, thank you very much. He's waxing his skis, by the way. Aw. Oh, there we go. Get his steam.
Oh, before I forget, Chantal called. Told me I can answer any questions you might have about those accidents after all. Guess she changed her mind.
How do you explain what happened to Carl Jenkins, the former guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
Can't explain it. One minute those stairs were clear and dry, next minute they're slick with ice and he's lying at the bottom of them.
You're positive they were clear and dry?
Yep, chipped every bit of frozen snow off of them myself. You ask me, somebody iced those stairs down on purpose. 'Cause it wasn't nothing I did, no sir. No sir.
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
I'm sorry, but there are a few things you just can't save. Elk, deer, and fish. And cows. we Americans eat way too much red meat to save the cows. So, yeah.
Problem is, Mr. Kessler still insists that I try to catch a 2-foot northern pike.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours. Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
What else do you want?
You sneaky motherfucker.
I'll let you get back to work.
Good.
Have a good day. Have a very, very good day. I'm gonna sleep till noon, get lunch done. And then after that I'm gonna go out and okay, let's do this.
Order up. Order up. Order up.
I love I also love schnitzel, pretty much like hamburgers. Well, the way I make them, or the way my family makes them, is they're pretty much like hamburgers, just a little bit chunkier, a little smaller, so basically, take a hamburger, make it a lot fucking thicker, and slightly smaller. 22001.
Order up.
Okay. All once.
Order up.
1, 2. There we go. And now we're gonna go out to the ice fishing shack.
Halt! The battle for the
do we have to
kingdom
do
of the
this every
Snowbreakers
fucking
begins!
time?
You win! Bombs away!
Oh, I get a new one every time. Oh, then I have a fucking problem doing this.
It is really, really cold out here. Really. That won't do. That won't do.
Yeah, let's spend some time. Why throw that back?
I snagged a sturgeon. Huh, there goes my line.
Oh, that was a sturgeon. Oh, Jesus. Those motherfuckers are big.
That won't do. My line just bit the dust.
Wait for the log to float by. Wait for that to... Oh, Jesus.
I broke my line.
Jesus! What the fuck?
Wrong again.
They're the... slightly... Oh, no, wait. They're these motherfuckers. Why can't I catch a sturgeon?
That won't do.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So close. Darn.
Okay.
Wrong again.
I'm gonna go find one of these motherfuckers and I'll be right back.
No more fishing for me.
There we go. It took me God knows how many tries. But I finally fucking did it. I had several sturgeon eat my line. I had several logs clip my line. I caught countless wrong fish. I caught countless northern pikes that were too small. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold. A coat. I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I freeze to death.
Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, let's do this shit. Let's go that one. This one. This one. Oh. Shit. I've trapped myself here. It's just gonna freeze to death.
All I want to do is lie down.
It kind of, the solution says you need to, like, yeah. Screwed here. I can't access my inventory because probably my inventory is probably in my fucking coat. I'm gonna do this. I'll be right back. Boom, motherfucker!
I don't know whose
Boom!
this is or why that wolf left it here, but at least now I won't freeze to death. Ah, much better. I was really cold. There's a note in one of the pockets. Since I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter.
Anyway, I guess you guys will have to find out in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I shall catch you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day.
Avalanche
Bye-bye.
Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring.